We're back to our lively discussion about the Hulk, diving into the exciting third part of the Hulk Planet comic series. We now rejoin Monolith as he escorts Bruce to meet the indigenous inhabitants of this extraordinary world. As we've witnessed, the natives hold the Hulk in high regard, owing to his unwitting contributions to their society by introducing Gamma to their planet, resulting in its evolution and providing them with invaluable knowledge. This momentous event is referred to as the Great Download. To celebrate Bruce's return, Pave, an ardent fan both literally and metaphorically, invites him to participate in their annual Godball event. However, during this juncture, we witness Bruce being briefed on the rules of this unique game. Here's where the plot thickens. Bruce quickly discovers that not everyone shares the unwavering belief in the Hulk's unrivaled strength. Brutal, a fellow named after his aggressive nature, dismisses Bruce's stature by comparing him to his 3-day-old nephew. Brutal audaciously declares that should Bruce fail in the Godball, they'll dismantle the Hulk statue and replace it with a monument honoring his 3-day-old nephew. Talk about a twisted turn of events. With this challenge, Captain Bruce confers with his crew, initially expressing his reluctance to resort to violence, fearing banishment. However, he also realizes that going easy on his opponents might lead them to question his capabilities. Fortunately, another crew member named Bruce reminds him of Monolith's previous statement, causing harm is strictly prohibited in this realm. This reassurance convinces Bruce that he can actively participate in the Godball, as he genuinely desires to understand and connect with these extraordinary people. He yearns to share experiences, gain insights into their way of life, and ultimately be accepted as one of their own. Bruce, expressing his newfound resolve to Brutal and the others, encourages them to proceed with the rules, as he is ready to face the challenge head-on and triumph in Godball. Thus, Brutal explains the rules, beginning with Step 1, retrieving the Godball. This cosmic sphere is formed by compressing the core of a conquered planet or moon. Bruce isn't concerned about picking it up. His main worry stems from the fact that they are eradicating celestial bodies for the sake of a sport. Pave swiftly reassures him that the utilized planets and moons are devoid of any inhabitants. Moving on to Step 2, the objective is to hurl the Godball at the ring of rocks encircling the planet. The red team assumes the offense role, with one member lifting the Godball, while the others form a protective circle. Conversely, the blue team takes the defense, surrounding the red team with one defender stationed on the rock ring. Each time the Godball strikes a rock, a point is scored, and the back and forth continues until the formidable gray beast emits a thunderous howl. With the rules firmly established, Bruce's team is granted the honor of going first. Bruce approaches the game intending to tone down his ferocity and grant the savage Hulk a well-deserved respite. As the first round of Godball commences, they are instructed to utilize open-handed hits to avoid damaging the precious artifact, considering it's their final Godball. However, an additional rule is introduced, adding a twist to the game. Just as Bruce takes off with the Godball, Brutal strikes him with an open-handed slap, sending him back down to the ground. This unexpected setback prompts Captain Bruce to reassess the situation, realizing his current Hulk strength is insufficient. Acknowledging this, he gives the injury room a brief respite, understanding that his 0-level Hulk strength won't suffice. With the red team having one final attempt before the ball switches to the blue team, Banner decides to escalate things and activates the engine room stage 1. As anticipated, this unleashes the military against the savage Hulk, making him smack down a jet effortlessly. Interestingly, this display of power also reverberates through the starship Hulk, with the Hulk's open-handed smack successfully propelling the Godball to the ring of rocks. However, this achievement is short-lived as a member of the blue team swiftly intercepts the Godball and smacks it right back down. With Bruce and the red team switching to the defensive position, the blue team aggressively tries to clear their path for scoring. It's amusing that some members of the blue team, despite being opponents, hold immense admiration for Bruce's Hulk. After being tossed aside, one expresses gratitude for the chance to face the Wallbreaker and humorously thanks him for the opportunity. Soon after, Brutal seizes Bruce while other Hulks capture Pave. Brutal taunts Bruce, asserting that the technology integrated into him weakens him. Brutal starts tearing it out to prove his point, only to throw Bruce back to the ground. This pivotal moment prompts Captain Bruce to elevate the engine room to stage 2, summoning the formidable Fang Fang Foom as witnessed previously. With the Starship Hulk now operating at stage 2, Bruce gains enhanced jumping abilities, soaring higher, farther, and faster. He catches up to Brutal, seizes him by the horn, and utilizes his body as a weapon to smack the Godball, scoring 3 consecutive points. This impressive maneuver embarrasses Brutal and ignites a jubilant celebration among the red team. However, amidst the revelry, Pave, an ardent fanboy of the Worldbreaker, becomes overly enthusiastic and smashes the Godball with his closed fist, bringing the game to an abrupt end. Unfortunately, this was their last remaining ball, leading to its irrevocable closure. This turn of events leaves Pave feeling remorseful for his impulsive actions that prematurely ended the game. As the realization sinks in that they no longer possess a Godball, the attention swiftly shifts to the sky. A portal materializes and the planet's inhabitants face the Guardians of the Interdimensional Space, who have arrived due to the starship Hulk's assault on their counterparts. Surprisingly, these Guardians are variants of the team members encountered in Issue 2, who were completely wiped out when Banner inadvertently caused their demise. It is revealed that whenever a member or team is killed, their counterparts from alternate dimensions are alerted, ensuring their perpetual return. Now that they have located the starship Hulk, his current whereabouts are updated in the registry. However, the Guardians swiftly apprehend Banner and Pave, transporting them to an isolated world where they neutralize Banner's potential to inflict harm. Following this action, Monolith informs the Guardians' leader that the destruction of their previous team was unintentional. Monolith has a vast data pool due to receiving the largest information from the Great Download and continuously gathering data. Upon learning this, the Defenders agree to restore Banner. Still, before they can act, Cuss descends from the rock ring and effortlessly obliterates the Guardian team with a single strike. It's an astonishing display of power, but with Ryan Otley at the helm, such mind-boggling moments are to be expected. In Cuss's defense, he was largely unaware of the de-escalation occurring since he had been absent during most of the conversation, being off in space. The destruction of the recent team of Guardians triggers the opening of multiple portals, unleashing an influx of teams from different dimensions to the Hulk planet. Witnessing this, Monolith reaches a breaking point, realizing that attempting to reason with these teams is futile. From that point on, each time a portal opens, Monolith ruthlessly obliterates the newly arrived Defenders without hesitation. However, during a brief interlude, we return to Bruce and Pave, exiled to an isolated planet devoid of life. Bruce manages to convince Pave that since the planet is uninhabited, they might as well reduce it to its core. Bruce intends to uplift Pave's spirits after his earlier mistake. As portals continue to open, revealing new interdimensional teams, Monolith tirelessly decimates each one that dares to challenge her. However, amidst the chaos, a team emerges with a refreshingly different perspective. They boldly declare, "We don't want any part of that." Having witnessed the repeated defeat of their counterparts, they have finally come to their senses. It becomes evident that, sooner or later, one of these variants or teams would grasp the futility of their actions. This team member goes beyond mere observation. He acknowledges Monolith's previous attempts to establish peace with his counterparts and decides to carry forward that intention. He seeks to pick up from where Monolith left off and initiates a dialogue to forge a peaceful resolution. Monolith, recognizing the sincerity in his words, agrees to this proposition. She instructs him to spread the message to all his multiversal counterparts, urging them to steer clear if they encounter a colossal green figure soaring through the interdimensional space. The team member readily accepts these terms, eager to communicate the message. As he sets out to retrieve Bruce and Pave and bring them back to the Hulk planet, he is met with a surprising sight. Bruce and Pave have utilized their time on the isolated planet to the fullest, reducing it to its core. In their endeavor to make amends for Pave's earlier misstep, they have unwittingly provided the Hulks with a new oddball. The planet's destruction means the games can resume with renewed enthusiasm and a fresh opportunity for competition. Having learned from their predecessors' mistakes, the interdimensional teams approach the games with a newfound understanding. They enter the arena as adversaries and potential allies, recognizing the vast potential for mutual growth and knowledge exchange. The events unfolding on the Hulk planet continue to escalate, and the consequences of Captain Banner's decision to utilize the engine room become increasingly apparent. Despite his initial reservations, Captain Banner used the engine room, pushing the Savage Hulk to the limits again. The Savage Hulk, having endured the trials of the recent Banner of War event, is now displaying signs of a resurgence, hinting at the possible return of the formidable Titan Hulk. This development raises intriguing questions about what is transpiring within Captain Banner's mind, and the potential ramifications of unleashing the Titan Hulk once more. The inner workings of his psyche remain a lingering mystery, and the effects of tapping into the engine room's power could have far-reaching implications. As readers eagerly follow the unfolding story, they anticipate the arrival of the Titan Hulk on the planet and how this ties into the broader narrative, including its potential connection to the events witnessed in Asgard. The imminent arrival of the Titan Hulk adds an extra layer of anticipation and excitement to the ongoing narrative. The convergence of these extraordinary beings on the Hulk planet raises the stakes to unprecedented levels, while also presenting an opportunity for further exploration of the Hulk's intricate character dynamics and the consequences of his actions. Moreover, the potential ties to Asgard hint at a larger interconnected universe where events across different realms and dimensions intertwine. As readers contemplate the potential connections and repercussions, they become even more engrossed in the unfolding saga, eagerly awaiting the revelations and surprises. If you enjoyed the video, check out part 4 as well, so click now.